Hello, everybody. How are you? I hope you're well. I'm just laying on my couch. I just did a similar video about this for, oh, look, there's my new little prayer sign to go over the dining room table. It's very cute. I just did a similar video about this for voice teaching, but I did not include my Reiki practice. So I thought that I'll do a separate video. So this video is going to be a short one, hopefully. It is about avoiding dual relationships in my work as a voice teacher and as a Reiki practitioner. So I'll keep to the Reiki side in this video, but it goes across the board for any of my one-on-one clients. And I do both things, as well as healing songs and animal Reiki too. But a dual relationship is basically, I learned about this when I was in therapy. And a lot of therapists will have you sign contracts that you will not do this. So dual relationship is like when you have a therapist and then you try to be their friend outside of therapy, hang out with them, maybe friend them on social media. And you can probably imagine why that's a bad idea with your therapist, but it goes across the board for me, and I have tried and learned the hard way that it is not helpful to either person if I am their friend and their Reiki practitioner, whatever else you want to call it. We do a little bit of probably what people would call coaching in Reiki sessions as well, intuitive coaching. So the idea is that I do end up becoming close to a lot of my clients, and I really care about them so much. I enjoy hearing about their lives. I want to. But as you can imagine, if you were a counselor and every time someone came to see you, they were talking to you about their problems and expecting you to help them, that if you tipped over into a friendship, that dynamic would probably continue without the client even thinking about it. And they're not trying to be manipulative or, takey, like grabby, but that is kind of what I think would probably tend to happen. Now, I'm not a counselor or therapist, but, there have been voice clients or Reiki clients who I get along really well with, and they want to hang out and they say, hey, do you want to go grab a beer? Do you want to do something? And I've had to, once I learned my lesson, lovingly tell them, I really value our connection. It is real. This is a real relationship that we have, but I have a policy that I do not hang out with my clients, Reiki or voice, because it creates problems. What has happened every single time I've tried this before, and I don't do it anymore, is that as soon as they become my friend, they stop paying on time. They show up late and expect extra time. They cancel without 24 hours notice and expect for me to bend the policy for them. And that's just not how it works. I would hope that my friends would be the most respectful of my time and my policies, but unfortunately, that's not what happens, and no one does it on purpose. I think it's just a state of mind. Like, for instance, I had one friend in particular. She was my friend first, and then she started coming as a Reiki client, and she is a wonderful, wonderful human being. But right off the bat, she showed up 15 to 20 minutes late to her session almost every time, expected me to give her those 20 minutes back at the end of the session. That is not my policy. My policy is that if you show up late, if it's anything besides like a car wreck or, act of God, you don't get that time back because I'm already there ready to go. That's my time that you've reserved. So once you've reserved that hour, that is the hour. We don't just get to shift it around all willy-nilly. And it ended up making me feel resentful. I was scared to approach it with her because she was my friend. And if it had been a client, I would have felt a lot more clear about that. So I think I found a way to eventually kind of tell her gently, hey, I know we're friends, but I'm going to hold you to the same policies that I hold my other clients to. And she ended up maybe doing a few more sessions, and then we went back to just being friends and not so much Reiki client. And that worked out a lot better for us. But yeah, now I know better, and I don't take on friends as voice or Reiki clients. I often get a lot of referrals from my current clients of their friends and their family members, which is great, but not my own friends. Yeah. Now, sometimes, like, I have a friend whose cat was hurting, and I offered to do some Reiki for her cat, but it was a volunteer thing. It was not a paid transaction, and it was not a set time, so that was different. So yeah, these are the reasons why I avoid dual relationships in my work. It allows me to be more sparkly and caring and open with my students and my Reiki clients when I know that we've got these good boundaries in place and there's no resentment on my side or their side. It just keeps it really clean and clear, and that's how I like to do it. So just thought I would share a little bit with you. It doesn't mean that I don't care. I care a lot. I hope that you all feel that from me. If you're a client of mine, I do care deeply. And yeah, it's my job to keep myself balanced and happy, and then I can give in a better, more balanced way to my clients. And this is what works for me. So that's it for today. Please feel free to give feedback on this, or tell me if you've had similar experiences. Have you been with a counselor and you wanted to be friends? Did you break up with the counselor and end up being friends? What happened? I'm curious to hear. Yeah, and this is going to be put on my new YouTube channel. I'm going to be doing more and more of these. So if you like them, I would love for you to like the video and maybe even subscribe. I've already got a lot of videos backlogged that I'm going to be adding, and let me know if there's anything in particular you want to hear about. So thank you so much for being here. Much love to you. Bye.